Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Katelyn from Katelyn Plans, and today I'm going to be doing my February 2022 currently page. I'm still trying to figure out how to maneuver this new style of currently pages because I'm so used to having the ones that are just like the black bar at the top and then nothing. So this one has like a side column. So I'm kind of experimenting. Last month I haven't filled it in yet because we're still in January. It turned out like this, where I did like this whole section of scrapbook paper and then like layered stuff on top of it. I don't think I'm going to do that again this time, but I will be using some scrapbook paper. I have this red and pink polka dot one from American Crafts. I got it at Joann's. I already used it in a spread, that's why two corners are torn, but I should have enough to like do what I want to do with this. So this is going to be like a little section at the bottom. I kind of want to do like a torn edge with that. And then I want to bring in these Create with Mandy Ooh La La stickers. So I have this one from last year, and then this is the new one that I got this year. I'm going to save this one for a full like spread of some sort, but I just wanted to show you what the sheet looks like not used. I'm going to use the 3 that I have left over from last year to make my currently page. I also have Seasons of Color, and there's a set of florals in here that I've used some of, but they're red foiled. I think they're for Christmas, but I thought they'd be kind of cute layered under the quotes to add some more touches of red. And then I'm just going to do like black colorful boxes for the more functional stuff. So it'll be a little Valentine's-y. I'm going to start February with Valentine's spreads. So like the first week of February will be a Valentine's spread because my birthday is the same week as Valentine's Day. So that's going to be a birthday spread. So I want to get started on the Valentine's stuff early. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. Just got to pop it off of the discs. To do that ripped edge of scrapbook paper along the bottom, I have this. I cut the little white stripe off of it so it'll tear a little bit easier. And then I'm just going to go and do a nice rip along this section of it. I'm tearing upwards to get that white torn edge because I do want like a raw edge along the top of it. And if it tears too much, like with a raw edge, you can always go back and like remove some of it, but that I will decide once I get this like all done. This looks a little too even. I'm trying to make it look messy. Okay, that looks fine. I'm going to test it in place. Yep, that's looking good. And then I'm just going to take my Tombow Mono Dots adhesive and cover the back of this. Obviously, so it'll stick to the page. I know this part is going to overhang the edge, so I'm not going to waste the adhesive on it. I'm just going to do the part that I know is touching the planner page, and then I can use like a glue pen or even some more of the Tombow underneath any like loose edges. And this is a really thick page because it's the academic page glued to like the calendar, glued to the currently page. So there's a couple pages in here that have been Tombowed together. And I think I gauged that pretty well with how much overhang and adhesive I needed. And I think that looks pretty good. It is covering like a decent amount of space, but that doesn't bother me. I don't really write a whole lot on these. It's just kind of like memory keeping. As far as black boxes go, I have 2 in this book. I will have to find another copy of this book to like grab some more of them, but I think I have another one somewhere in the living room. Otherwise, I do have a couple like Hell of a Plan floral books that I don't ever use the boxes from, and I think there's something that could match. For example, this Weekly Florals book has this sheet with 2 pink boxes that seem to match closely with the pink polka dots. So I'm going to keep these off to the side. The red, it's a little too dark for the red that I have down here, so I don't think I'm going to use that. And the plan was to just have 3 boxes so that each box gets one of these cute little quotes paired with it. I'm flipping to the red flowers that I'm looking for. These are going to be nice little layering accents, and I am just going to get started. So we're going to do 1 black box, part of a floral. So I'm thinking because this one's so big, I'm going to cut it in half. And it'll look like it's layered behind, but it'll really just be like 1 floral cut in half. I'm also thinking I'm going to save what's left of the sidebar for like maybe goal setting. That was kind of the intention with the last currently page I did. I left some like page flags over there so that I could maybe set some like goals or intentions for the month. And I didn't think that was like a terrible idea. This is a nice place to like kind of do tasks like that. So I'm putting this pink one like on the right side, and then I'm gonna grab the other black box out of here. It looks a little sparse right now, but once I get the florals and those quotes especially on here, I think it should look really like Valentine's-y, like festive. I could even bring in like the love letter sheet from my own sticker shop. I do have a few on a sheet that I already started. I used them to plan out my like Etsy planner for the month, so maybe those could be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Hey Babe here. It kind of looks like the flower is talking, and that wasn't my intention, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna take another one of these red florals to layer over that pink box because I don't want it to be left out. So that's gonna go there. Because this floral's in the upper right hand corner, I think I want this speech bubble that's kind of coming down. So this one would go like up here. And then I can use You're a Gem on top of the pink box. I don't know if it was like the right decision to use the one pink box, but it had to be done. I don't know if I really want to use any more of my black colorful boxes on a spread like this when I could use them on like a weekly spread where I'm actually planning out classes and all that stuff. So this sheet of Ooh La La stickers from Create with Mandy is done, and I will leave a link to her her website. She doesn't have an Etsy shop, she has a website. I'll leave a link to that down below so you can check her out. She has some of the cutest stickers. I love her style. It's very unique. She draws them all herself. And I've done a couple spreads on my channel where I've like used her stickers, so definitely recommend Create with Mandy. And I'm off to a rough start with this because I punched the first one weird and now they're all kind of sloping down. That's one of the like things about the crocodile punch, that it's so easy to like get one of the punches off and then all the subsequent punches will be like slightly off. When you're planning with like the full weekly punch, that's not an issue because it punches them all at once. But okay, that one got messed up. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it. So the page is punched and it can go back on the discs. I'm gonna take some more of this foliage from the, what sticker book is this? Seasons of Color. There's so many sticker books, I can't even keep track of them all. And I was thinking I would do like a little bit of it along the side of one of these, but it's a pretty large sticker, so maybe this one will look better? I can't decide. Yeah, I think the angle of that looks good. This sticker sheet is from my own shop. It's called With Love. There is a larger version of it titled Love Letters, but I thought the sizing would be better in this spread to do the smaller ones. And I'm thinking this red color on these red envelopes actually matches really close with the scrapbook paper. So I am wanting to pair them in with some of these clusters. I could even make it look like the letter is kind of like saying the quotes, but placement-wise, I don't know if that's going to look best. This one's going to layer over that foliage that's going on right there. I think the pink could also look fine. You can do the pink. Okay. This one will go right there. Changing it up a little bit for visual interest. And then I can't decide if I want to do the red or the pink or like the taupe color. We'll try out a different one. Okay. So this one says Darling. I think it's really pretty. I like the way that looks. Although I don't want it to be just like 3 isolated letters. I do want there to be more of them in here. And the little heart clusters could also be kind of fun to add into these larger groupings because it brings together all the colors that are in this sticker sheet, which just so happens to be all the colors that are in the spread that I'm working with. So I'll add a few of those. The link to my Etsy shop is always down below in the description of my videos, and you can use a rep code for 15% off. My reps do a great job of like sharing stickers and like inspiration over on Instagram, so highly recommend checking them out. Trying to like decide, do I really want more envelopes or is it just gonna get too busy? Is that too much? No, I feel like that one's fine, and then I could do like one more. So I'll take one more of the pink ones and I'm gonna put it up here in this cluster. And I'm gonna put it kind of like tangential to the grouping. It's kind of like hanging off the edge of that floral to kind of start expanding out into the space instead of like having them really isolated. Next, to mark out some monthly goals, I have the Mega Rainbow Sticker Book, and I'm going to take some red bullet points, just because they match the color palette. So I've got this sheet of them right here. The pink is just not the right pink. It's kind of like a purpley leaning pink, and this is more of like a red leaning pink. So I'm going to take these red ones. I think they should match pretty closely, and I'm just going to put like 3 of them in either box over here on the sidebar. I don't really know what my February like overarching goals are going to be. That's going to be something I need to figure out probably before February begins. I don't know if like you who are watching this video, like when you set goals, like when do you set goals? I'm always so bad at like doing the goal setting, and I always feel like I have to wait till the start of the new month to set the goals, when in reality you should probably have the goals set before the month actually begins, because that's like when they're going to be happening. And you can like, you know, it makes sense. You can make goals at any point during the month. I'm like trying to do some weekly goal planning in my like catch-all planner, and I do that on like Sundays for the Monday start of the week. Even in my daily planner, I'm setting like a top 3 intentions for the day. So like that's also goal planning. But like when it comes to like monthly goal planning, I always kind of like stumble when I'm trying to get like a timeline going. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. I'm taking some inspiration from my Clueless themed spread, and I'm going to put some of these little gold hearts along the bottom of this scrapbook paper. I think it'll help bring like some lighter tones down to break up this large expanse of red paper, and it'll just bring in more hearts, which is kind of fun. As I was saying in that video, I do wish the white was a little bit more transparent. It's kind of like milky white when you get it on the page. In this case, I think it works because it kind of visually divides up like this large piece of scrapbook paper. But in other spreads, when I want to use it, it's just not transparent enough. And I'm also thinking that I'm going to do it along the top of whatever this section is going to be. I think this is going to be important dates up here, because when I covered up the bottom, I also covered up this chunk that was like important dates. And February has like a lot of important things in it. February is Black History Month. February is Valentine's Day. My birthday, obviously an important date. Groundhog's Day, great holiday. So I covered up something, so I'm kind of moving it up that direction. I do think that looks good though. Do I want like a little bit on these boxes? That's the real question. I think it looks kind of cute if I can cut it so that it just aligns with the black edges. And obviously this isn't going to be doable on like that box, but I could do it along the bottom of this one. I might need to move like, or peel the sticker up slightly to get it underneath so that the edge looks clean, but can very easily do that. And it doesn't even need to go all the way across if it's just gonna like hang out underneath this sticker. I just want the suggestion of these little hearts kind of peeking out from underneath. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a way to bring it into that like box, but I've kind of blocked off the spaces that would like work in. So like I could do it down here, but then it would layer over that floral and that wouldn't look good. And then if I do it up here, it's like not a lot of visible space. Although maybe that's just like the suggestion I need. I'm going to cut it so it kind of aligns with the pink part of the sticker instead of going underneath the white border, just so you can see a slight bit more of it. But maybe that's the touch of gold we really needed. Like 2, like 1.5 hearts, I guess. And I think the finishing touch, I'm going to take a quote to go down here in this section. I have this sticker book I got at Michael's. It's from Capital Chic Designs, and I love, like, it's a black and white sticker book, so it has a lot of really nice black and gold quotes. I think it's a really functional book too, but I love this quote that says, be a person of value. I think that's really cute. Also, no risk, no reward is really cute, but I can't decide. So this one could go down here. I don't exactly like the way that there's the white border around it. I feel like that looks a little funky on top of the red scrapbook paper. This one appears to be cut a little bit closer to the letters rather than being like a block of the white border. Yeah, it's still a little too much with that border. I think there's a sheet in here that doesn't have like the borders around the letters. I think it's a clear sheet right here. Okay. You've earned this, work it, take the risk. None of the typography or the sizing is what I really want though. Seize your day, do your best. I want like a longer quote sticker, and you've earned this doesn't really like correspond with like everything else that's going on here. Because in theory, I could take it and like slice it into 3 words and then put them into a longer line, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Anything else in here? No, I think most of it is like functional stuff. Okay. I looked through a few books trying to find like a black quote on clear paper that was long and the right size, which is very narrow criteria. I came to this one in the black and white sticker book that says stay present. I think the typography is similar to Mandy's, so I think that would work. And I just want it to kind of like blend into the dots. I don't know if I want it like over here or if I want it over here. If I put it over here, it's in line with all of that. If I put it over here, it kind of makes like a diagonal. I'm gonna just kind of like loosely place it on the page. Yeah, I think I like it over on this side. So I'm gonna secure this in place. I think I need like a planner disc to like fully rub all of the little air bubbles out, or even my nail. My nails are really long right now, and I can kind of use them in place of like, I know Elizabeth of EJ Joyful Plans uses like a bone tool for like book binding when she presses like clear stickers out. I need to get one of those, but my nails are ridiculously long right now. I should like refile them. They're also like growing out, so the nail polish starts like halfway down the nail, or halfway down the nail bed, I should say. My nails are just really long. It's something about like having the gel polish, they get like really strong so they don't like break and they can grow out really long, but there are certainly advantages and disadvantages to that. So that says stay present. I think that looks cute. I probably should incorporate some more black if I have like black lettering down here. I've got this sheet from LTPG, I can't remember what order the letters go in. LPTG Creates. So this is Lupita Shop, and I love these little embellishments. Nice little touch of like black for everything. Is that too much? If I keep it like down to a few, I think I could make it work. Which is hard for me because I love these tiny little like confetti type stickers, but I'm gonna place like maybe 5 of them to bring some of the graphic black tones that are in like the quote and the black boxes just upwards towards this portion of the spread where it's getting a little pink. And there's even like stickers on here that are just individual X's, which I love. You got to use tweezers to apply them because they're tiny little stickers, but they look so good when you place them in the right spot. And I think they also just help add atmosphere. So like, instead of having awkward gaps in your clusters, you can kind of like fill in even the tiniest little area with a sticker. Because you know me, I like having stickers everywhere. Okay, so this is a good looking cluster. I want like a couple more here. I know I said 5. That was a underestimate on my part. So That's a good looking cluster, and then I think I just need one single one to finish this off. Looking great. I think this is looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it back onto the discs. Okay, so it's all situated back in the planner, and I think it actually looks kind of good with these leaves. Like, there are some, like, branches on this side of the spread, so it kind of works in a certain way, like red and green, a little Christmassy, but these different tones of, like, red and green don't actually scream Christmas to me, so I love the way this turned out for February. It's very Valentine's-y, and I got to use a lot of different, like, small shop stickers in here, which always makes me happy. So I'm very excited to, like, fill this in with, like, just a few, like, major highlights of the month, and these can always be done, like, down the road. So I think there's a couple in my planner from last year that I still haven't filled in, but it's pretty easy to just, like, go back, look at the spreads for that month and be like, okay, that happened and that happened, write them in the spread and call it a day. I think they're really cute because, I mean, yes, I get to decorate an extra page in my planner. Always looking for an excuse for that. But, like, having a month at a glance, like, makes it a little easier. Like, when I'm flipping through my planner, I can just go, like, divider to divider and just get an overview of, like, some memories or some highlights. So I have a lot of fun doing these currently pages. I used to do them as, like, currently style currently pages, where it was, like, currently eating, currently drinking, like, fill in the blank, like that kind of thing. But I think this actually works a lot better for me because it kind of combines, like, memory planning and goal setting, like the things that I'm doing in the body of the planner having to do with, like, goal setting, and then a nice little place for memory keeping, which I've never been good at, like, upkeeping a memory planner, so it's nice to have a little element of that in this planner. And I just, like, didn't see a lot of value in doing the currently eating, drinking, whatever things, so this is the happy medium that I've settled on, but fully acknowledge that other people do currently pages a lot differently than me, and it's just a matter of doing what works for you. So there you have it, my February 2022 currently page. Sunday this week we're going to be jumping into Valentine's Day spreads already. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Katelyn Plans, where I share after the pen photos, as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!